com or 23.
No.
Nope.
I'm glad y'all said that.
I feel like
It should be free for black people.
I feel like they make, passes and stuff for all kinds of stuff. You know how they, like, if you're this or this or this, you qualify to do this. They should have that for ancestry. If you can prove that you're black, which you shouldn't have to prove it because everybody black, you only need one drop. That's in the law. You should be able to find out where you from for free. Like, and
why
then
do we have to pay for it?
You gonna pay for what?
I call bullshit. I call bullshit on every level. I think it is a scam to get black people to put their DNA on file legitimately, just like they caught that California killer. You know what I'm talking about? The little old mean man that was living next door, and here he was a military veteran and the cop, and here he was the rapist and the serial killer because he put his shit on file. Or one of his grandsons or something did and caught him. However it was, I think that just like, well, I ain't going to say what I think, but nah, I'm not going to say what I think because we all have different views on it, and I feel like...
No, you can say your view.
No, I'm not. Here's why. That's one of the reasons why I'm Facebook jail too.
But this isn't Facebook.
Because I don't trust shit anymore. Like the COVID-19 has...
I feel like if you're not going to give us at least reparations, which I do think the United States government owes black people reparations.
Absolutely. Hallelujah.
At least let us know where we're from.
Yeah,
they know where we're from. They don't know. How the hell did you take
They were not interested in our well-being. They were not keeping like, oh, well, that one over there.
Right,
let's
log
this. And
I don't believe
she gave birth to one of them. Let's log that. And
I don't believe
they wasn't doing that
Ancestry.com because I think that shit's bullshit. Because you don't know my family, you don't know where they came from. You could literally you can't sit there and say where I came from and who's the offspring of them and so forth, and how much they have and everything.
Yeah, how the hell you got Queen Elizabeth III's DNA on file? I
know, like how?
No, for real though.
Right.
No, or like an indigenous tribe in the rainforest that nobody's discovered, but you know it's there.
Right.
Listen, these people.
You just made that shit
up. The only thing they care about
is money,
minuscule stupidity. I tell you what they got on file. They got every seed to every plant. They got every seed to every fruit.
It's gullible's a word. And ability.
Yeah, they got the what is the thing up in the like in the North Pole or whatever, wherever it's at. The seed locker. They got the seed locker. They worried about the seeds. They're not worried about us. They trying to eat. They
it's funny because
come down to it, we can eat them black ones.
And when they were studying the effects of Teflon, after we'd already
ingested it,
and they figured out it was a forever chemical.
It's a word.
And
gullibility is a word.
Gullibility, culpability, all of that.
They had to find someone who didn't have Teflon in their system, and they found a Vietnam veteran's DNA, and they were like, we're gonna use this person's DNA since they don't have Teflon in their system.
See what I'm saying?
Yes.
Gullibility. That is. I see. Oh damn it, y'all's a little younger than me. You may remember Pee-wee's Playhouse.
I do.
I remember.
Okay, and he would be like, the word for the day is, and everybody would say, like, ah!
Yeah.
Gullibility's the word for the day.
I'm gonna sit here and be like, you might be old enough for this. I'm like, reading Rainbow.
The word pathological.
Oh, I love reading Rainbow.
Pathological.
I used to sit there and watch
pathological.
But you gotta break it down.
Pathological liar.
Did he know what it meant?
Yeah.
Because he was a pathological liar.
But you gotta break down these words. Like once you learn them, you gotta break them down. Path.
Oh yeah, the prefix and the suffix.
Logical,
yeah,
all that shit.
That's how
there's a path to your logic. Is there a path? Where does that path lead? How did you get here? How did you get to this logic? Pathological liar.
All right. So we were talking about it earlier.
Oh Lord.
Speaking of liars.
Pathological liars.
Speaking of liars. Well, they don't know that they're lying. I would hope they would know that.
No, they do. They're pathological liars.
Pathological liars know that they're lying. But I would hope that the medical community, a decent part of the medical community, wouldn't know that they're liars. A lot of people don't know it, but they did a study years ago.
Lord.
It's a terrible study. it was turned out to be false. But doctors today and nursing students still to this day in some places are still being taught that black people have thicker skin, literally thicker skin, not figuratively thicker skin, so they have a higher pain tolerance. So a lot of black women's plights are being ignored, and black women's pains are being ignored because they're like, you're exaggerating. Black people have thicker skin, so you're not in as much pain as
And that comes from the study way back when that tied black people to monkeys and animals and, you know, subhuman. And they wrote textbooks and they wrote literature that confirmed these things. They were passing it out. And a lot of those textbooks are still circulated. They didn't revise all these textbooks to take that out, just like they didn't revise the textbooks to accurately reflect history for us. They're not teaching these people about nothing. So these doctors are reading textbooks that are from way back when and teaching old medicine. Yeah, they'll update it if somebody gets sued and they're like, oh, we can't get away with that anymore. We're going to have to update that one. But until somebody says something, why would they? That costs money.
Do you think that it is because deep down they know that we are superior and superhuman
Absolutely.
species? And their jealousy and
adaptability
and their jealousy causes this insane need to experiment
And exploit.
and
Find out
exploit.
how, why, where, when.
And this is why they push their superiority on us.
How dare you?
You know, people say it's so
on my food.
When you think about it, like, all you have to do is you gotta look at history and look at the reason why, and think about if I were to do something horrible like that, what would drive me to do that? So Tuskegee, right? You know, and that's a common.
That's why I was against.
And
this
I'm
whole
using
thing.
that as a common one because they're, you know, white people know. I say Tuskegee, they get all shook like, oh no, we're going there. This is just a light example. I got several other ones, but you have to research that. But we'll start with Tuskegee. Why would someone do that? What would be their reasoning? Is it because they really wanted to know something about, you know, this? They just want to experiment and they oopsed? Or is it because they were trying to come up with some kind of way to even the playing field?
Well, I think it's a little bit of both. It's just like, I never forget in biology, my 9th grade biology year at Oakland Catholic, I remember my biology teacher discussing with us the 3 basic theories on how the AIDS virus spread. One was the green monkey theory, one was genocide on homosexuals, and the other was genocide on the African American community, which all 3 made great sense. I mean, the green monkey theory, you know, who's really screwing a monkey? Because a monkey's really not going to let you screw them, I'm just saying.
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised because people is out here screwing horses.
Well, yeah,
You're going to have to really do something because these
Yeah.
monkeys are strong as shit.
Them monkeys are strong as shit.
Rip you to
They will
shreds.
whoop your ass. But that was my biggest thing. And again, I didn't want to kind of touch it, but that was my argument with this recent vaccination and the COVID standpoint. Because I just think about Henrietta Lacks, I think about Tuskegee experiment, I think about all of these things that have taken place over the course of history, and then I think about where I read an article in Time Magazine where they said that the white fertility rate has declined tremendously, and the last generation of baby boomers was in fact the baby boomers in the white community. And I think about when I worked for specialty pharmacy and all of these young white women are investing in fertility medications, but we continue to populate, we continue to procreate, we continue to reproduce.
So why would they
high
not try
levels.
to find a way?
Population.
Bottle it.
And
It's
the
like
issue-
it's finding a
and the
superpower.
issue
Bottle it.
is the black community still today is the least unvaccinated community in the United States, and unfortunately are also they make up the most of the chunk of people who have died from COVID in the United States.
But do you believe that they've died from COVID?
Dude, they've died from complications from COVID, because if you have diabetes, and that means, or you have diabetes, you have high blood pressure, you have some kind of immunocompromising disease of some sort, which we know the black community is unfortunately known for having these things, especially if you're poor and you're black, you're known for having some kind of ailment, unfortunately, from poor diet or poor resources. Those odds are already stacked against you, and I don't blame people, especially in the black community, for having distrust in the medical community, because the medical community has not learned how to communicate with black people, and they have not earned the trust of the black community to ask such a thing. Sure, the COVID-19 mechanism that the vaccine came from isn't new, but it's new to the black community. They had never heard of such things, of the mRNA vaccines. They're like, oh, you just came up with this.
Yeah.
You just came up with this. And the distrust was already there before the pandemic came, so you're trying, it was already an uphill battle. So when they're like, oh, people are dying mostly from the black community, your community is the least vaccinated community in the county, and I was like, that's not hard to believe, because you guys didn't do any of the work beforehand, and you're like, oh, can you talk to your people and get them vaccinated?
And they like, no, I don't want that shit.
So
that's 90% of the responses. No, I don't want it, and then they'll follow it up with, what did I say before? Yeah, remember Tuskegee, what they.
And it's
So
crazy,
is everybody
or
at the
they'll
state
say
vaccinated?
something.
We are.
You
We're
are.
vaccinated. Yeah.
So why did you get vaccinated?
It wasn't something I just jumped up and did. I was very not anti-vaccine,
We studied about it for a
but
long
I don't know what this is. I don't like somebody forcing me to take something that I don't feel has made as much of an impact as they say. I don't see it the way that other people are seeing it.
What happened to the flu?
Oh, the flu, while we were all masked up, well, most of us were masked up, to the point where this flu season, they don't know how bad it's going to be, because usually when flu season is bad, we know what strains are out there because most people are masked. Allegedly, they don't know what strain is out there this season, because last season they had nothing to freaking study.
So, but I just, it goes back to, like, the whole black people, and they think that we are immune and thicker skinned, figuratively and literally. I feel like that they're pushing and experimenting, and I just.
And they got us. And
they
that's
got
how
us right
that's
where they
how I
want
feel
us.
about, once I got vaccinated, and then I looked on the news,
Same
and,
thing
they
with
were
birth control.
and then they were like, wait, nah, never mind, we lifting all the restrictions, backspace delete that. I'm like,
no, I think we're actually doing well, because we don't even realize how privileged we are. Some people don't even get any vax.
It went up your nose?
Unfortunately.
My face waxed earlier, and I told you I have hives.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm trying not to scratch it. So when you asked me what I was making that face earlier, it was like I was a little bit of tears. and it was like
what did you
itchy.
get? What? Eyebrows? Oh, the
Do you see the hive still?
No.
You don't
I
see
see a
the
little
hives?
bit of irritation, but it's not.
Yeah, I've been trying not to touch
Yeah.
my face because I waxed.
Yeah, you
I got
see.
my face waxed.
And once I shaved this and I had to put some stuff on it, I got this thing where once you shave the sides of your head, it itches, and then I touch my face. So I'll be like this at work, and then I touch my face, and then.
Some countries have not even got vaccines yet. Not even one dose.
But see, that's another thing, though.
And
We are the United
still
States of
doing.
America.
They're still dealing with COVID. Like when we first started, they never got it under control.
But I feel
Like-
like we're the United States of America, right? We're supposed to be the greatest country in all the
Bullshit.
I know, but I'm just. So we always and everybody
Canada
else. We
got
got
free healthcare.
what is it? The United Nations, right? And we
And free
have
education.
invested interest in all these other countries, and we
The
are
problem
supposed to
is,
support and help.
The
We got
problem
all these
is-
vaccines, and we never So we
Wanna be Canadian.
we sent them a vaccine that we knew didn't work.
The problem is we don't have
Wanna be
the
Canadian?
we don't have the
I know,
authority.
wanted to move there, then this shit
They
happened.
patent the companies that made the vaccines.
come.
They patent the vaccines,
I'm not leaving him.
and you can't take the vaccines
Give us
across
free.
another country without permission from the patent of the vaccine.
But that ain't never stopped them before. They always going against the rules and doing some other shit. I'm just saying that being
Well,
in
you
the
can't
United
go,
States.
You can't go against Johnson & Johnson and other
No,
big
nobody
pharma.
wants Johnson & Johnson. They
The big-
want the Moderna and the Pfizer.
The big pharmas.
Okay.
She did miss the whole thing.
You can't wage a
They don't
war
understand what's
against
going
the
on.
big pharma company.
between me and
I don't know if you look at your bathroom, but
Give us free.
I know Johnson
Give
Johnson
us free.
Procter and Gamble. I get it. But my point is that we are the biggest, one of the most powerful countries. So
Give us free.
like my coworkers,
We
they're in
want
another
to
country and they are dealing
Eh?
with COVID so bad right now to
We
this
want to be
point where
Canadian, eh?
some
Exactly,
people
seriously.
we work from home and some people
Right.
just don't log on because they are dealing with COVID in
Yeah, true.
an immediate way or from a family member.
You know, that is some lazy shit. I'm sorry. I have never had the privilege of working from home, and there were times where I caught buses with 6 kids and a twin stroller and book bags, and I prayed to Jesus, Mary, Joseph, and all their cousins, can I work from home? And
she said in all that.
Jesus,
by the way,
Mary.
my
they
whole
got a big family.
this ice was for you. It's all melted together. Now,
Okay,
but
it's a little
we
bit
gonna
of
have
water.
to-
We're gonna just add that in.
Pour a little bit in there.
It's all, yeah, it is all together.
Pour a little
What is
bit
that?
in there.
Wow, what's happening?
No one has touched it yet, so you
Yeah, that's your ice. I
I
just
said a
forgot
little
to
bit
say.
in
it.
there.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm about to do something for you though. This is really sweet and I'm about to change your life. Sorry.
But no, so I don't give a damn if you got COVID. You're working from home. Log in.
We've had people like
Mute.
in my job that
Yeah.
have literally said on camera, I'm dealing with
It's
COVID.
so much better that way. Just mix them together.
Did you do yours that way?
What?
Yeah, it might not.
I
That's
feel like
some
okay, so I
lazy
feel
shit.
like the COVID conversation
Oh,
is like the politics conversation or the religious conversation.
And taboo.
It's one of those things, you know how your parents be like, listen, we don't
Talk about that.
Don't talk
Right.
about that at the table.
We don't talk
about
But it should be.
I
It should
didn't
be.
watch the movie, but I know the
Yeah.
song. So many times.
Got to watch the movie.
I break out in the song so many times.
Oh my
You
God.
think I
You
watch
gotta
the
watch-
movie?
It's-
But my
I'm
thing
a
is
Disney
like,
buff, so-
yeah, it is, but I think we have we have gone through a whole pandemic. 2020 was one of the most eye-opening things I've ever been through. I mean, I'm sure other generations gone
No,
through worse.
but I'm like,
But-
if the government wanted to kill us, they have ample opportunity to kill us by now.
Well,
Where
I'm
they
just
trying to kill
saying,
us? Where do you
it's
think
now
these projects in the hood
2022
comes from?
and we're already in beef with Russia, so.
Right,
World War
right,
III's around the
right.
corner, y'all.
You
But
know.
okay, so I got a question.
And I,
What are y'all thinking? What are y'all's feelings and thoughts about this Ukraine? Russia?
We need to mind our business. It's just
Okay,
like.
now that goes back to the point that I was going to make
And
about
you
us
know,
being in the
but
United
we
States
also can't
and the
afford to
vaccine.
make our-
But
we can't
also,
also
we
can't
have
afford-
a lot. We have a lot tied in with Russia.
we
and
can't
certain
afford
things.
to mind our own business because they have they have a decent amount of oil out there.
Yeah.
True. Which will make our
But
gas
that
up
ties
higher
into
than
my
$1.
vaccine
Yeah.
At this
Which
point.
is up higher.
So, I mean, you know, you want jobs. I'm just saying. They got Teslas, make the Ford version of a Tesla.
Wait, tell me who got where Tesla's from Germany? I mean, Germany.
No.
No. I'm just saying.
Don't scare me like that.
I was
No,
gonna say,
Nikola
Tesla?
Tesla is actually Italian, and I think
Okay,
that's
good.
like his great grandnephew, son, cousin. I don't know, but it's the Tesla name is what is the money. But anyway, why can't we just use hybrid cars? Why do we continuously need to use oil?
Yes.
Because they have to differentiate
I
and
will-
make sure that they keep a market.
I
It's
will
all about
say
the
that I
bottom
am
money.
blessed. My Fiesta today,
Okay.
I had 30 miles till empty. I stopped at the gas station before I came here. and I paid $13, and now I have $130.
Here's the problem. But here's the problem, though. What happens if we wind up actually going to war? Like, let's entertain.
Most of our generation won't qualify because they consider ADHD, ADD.
I ain't talking about us actually, like, you know, suiting up. Oh, I'm definitely going. If we go to war,
They will sit there.
they're calling me. Period.
So
I'm
They
sweating a little bit.
consider a lot of mental
I
health.
I'm over here like, I got anxiety. I'm pretty
they
sure I got
actually
high blood pressure. Y'all don't
too.
want
I should stop drinking.
You're fine.
But wait, so
I didn't
Y'all
know you
watch
can't go
this?
if you're considered an
You're
orphan.
fine. You're gonna watch it too.
I try to enroll
No,
her now.
if you're an orphan, you can't go.
No, you can't. That has nothing to do with this, please.
Someone said if you're an orphan, you can't go to war.
No, that's not true.
I was like, that sounds not.
That
The
was
old
not
war
true.
laws don't apply anymore. They're taking everything.
And
They wouldn't even take me.
If you were the only
what? You
son,
tried?
No, they would not take me.
What do you mean?
If I
Have
was
you
poor,
tried? Yes, they would.
They would not take me.
Yes, they would. Yes, they
Can't
would.
run, can't jump, can't do none
You
of that
think
shit.
you can until you
my mother took
No.
all the talent.
I can't run. I can't
They'll take
jump.
you.
I can't do anything.
I can cook a
They'll
meal.
let you get fucked up.
Nice meal.
They'll let you get fucked
I
up
can
on that
do
little
that
obstacle course. They'll take your ass and like, we gonna let her run
I played
administrative
basketball in
duty.
7th grade.
You gonna fill out the paperwork.
working out and quit. I said, this shit is not for me.
Shoot, the Marines.
Oh,
I went out for the
she
Marines.
played basketball.
Oh, we
No. Let me clarify. You didn't hear me. I tried out for the team, went to a practice,
And said,
broke a nail, and said, fuck this, I quit.
what made you want to try out in the first place?
Because I was a tomboy for a while. You know, like when we were growing up, I wore Dickies and
I mean, everybody did.
and
Because
high
we dressed different back then.
we dressed different. But you know, I always had big boobs and a really long ponytail, so that was the other thing too. Like if you ever jumped rope with big boobs and a ponytail, it's like it just hit your face, smack in the face, getting caught. It just wasn't for me.
I
Like
have an aunt who enlisted.
CC Angel.
She enlisted in the military,
yes,
and
I don't know where they came from.
purposely
I was a
gave
perfect
her
Look
C
at
cup.
her. Shayla.
And now all of a sudden, I don't even go get size.
I know
I'm just
that
like,
story.
fuck it.
She
We just gonna
purposely
get
broke
a.
a bone so she could leave the military.
Oh, no, I didn't. Starting point.
somebody offer me $1 million right now to do a pull up. I'm not getting.
I-
No,
it.
now I can. Now I
I
can.
thought I cannot do one either.
I
But I
can't do
could back
one.
then.
I didn't do one back then either. In
No,
your
I
class.
couldn't. I was real athletic. Real athletic.
I thought you could do it. I was
I
like,
can't do one.
I can do a
I missed a half train. I thought you were
You
dancing.
pick up a bullet. You gonna be all right.
I can do a split back in
I
the
can
day.
shoot. I can do a
But
split.
here's
I
the
found
thing.
I
again.
can't do a split today,
Here's
but
the
I can
thing.
do
Oh,
it
I can
back in
still
the
put my
day.
legs behind my head, baby.
Wait, that's how you got this mess in the first day.
I did. We had some.
Oh,
We
you're
don't
swinging
talk
from the
about
ceiling.
room.
Swinging from the ceiling fan and shit. Doing
Listen,
something strange.
listen. If I could swing from every damn light fixture in the house, I would try it at least.
My mom used to say, you don't see them footprints on the ceiling? I'm like,
All of my strength is in my legs. I can
That.
wander around the house.
That's.
Yeah.
You can do it.
so they were.
I used to be able to do it, but I don't think I can.
But
split
I'm still
to
gonna
this
split.
day.
I'm
haven't
not going to
tried.
because I want
I used to do
watch
it whenever I was younger. I can't do it no more.
I haven't
I'm
tried.
out the window.
You still going to split.
But you know the funny thing about all my strength being, you know, like the whole Meg's legs thing. My knees just don't work
Nope.
like that.
I know. My mom told me.
Do you got Meg's legs? Yeah, you got Meg's legs.
My
don't
mom
you?
What does that
told-
mean?
Can you like drop it and like Meg
Get back
Stallion?
up?
Yeah.
I can get
Over,
back up.
over. Yes, he knows.
Especially in these heels. These heels are my favorite.
It's like I
Yeah, see,
can't.
I drop it down. I'm, you know, when
These
like,
heels
are
I'm gonna drop it down and keep it low.
I could drop it down, come back up, drop it down. I won't get back up again.
I
That's
don't
just
know.
one time
Like,
only.
I don't know what Steve Madden looks like as a human being person,
He's white.
but his
He is
shoes are amazing. Like, this is my second pair of these shoes. They don't make them anymore. I bought this pair off of Poshmark, and I was like, I'll buy and use if I have
I love
to.
Steve Madden. I just bought Steve
And-
Madden pumps for tomorrow.
And I am like,
They're sturdy shoes.
And I'm like, I think he should put these back in rotation because
He probably will.
these are balanced. These
All right, so this is a public service announcement. Steve Madden, if you're watching, please make sure that you
Make more shoes.
yeah, can
Show
you
me
put
shoes.
show me foot. Go promo those. Those,
can't
Mr.
even
Madden.
see 'em.
I mean, do something strange for a little bit of change. Y'all see the shoes?
The legs.
Y'all know
the legs,
shoes.
baby.
Drop it down
Y'all
in
ain't
the
seen the booty
comments.
yet.
Drop it down in the comments. We need Steve Madden to make
My
them shoes
sister-in-law with all
again.
that
Dang, she got a big butt.
ass.
But
Ass,
yeah,
ass,
so
ass.
All right, so I got one more topic before we end this episode. So it's going to be about black guys who only date white girls and white girls who only date black guys, which is the same thing that I said.
Or reverse.
I mean, you know, I get the one, but not the other.
Which one you get?
The black.
The white girls that date the black guys.
Why?
Well, you know, I'm just saying.
Because
Oh,
they
I
know.
dated a white guy before. He ruined it for all the other guys, unfortunately.
Did he really? Was he like?
He did.
Baby
He
orange?
fetished the hell out of me. I felt like disgusted. Like it's when I lived in New York. This one guy, he also had an identity crisis going on in his life, and yeah, it was not good. He was like, I've never dated a black girl before. I've always thought about dating a black girl before, and we would have really great biracial babies, and it was like our second date.
You know, like I think. Wait, was the question was white women that only date black men, or is it white men that only date black women?
Both.
No, it's white women that only date black men and black men that only date black girls.
Okay.
We could do it the other way around too.
I mean, just all of it. I just, you know, well, okay, so
I think
let's,
my problem is the only of the entire
the
situation.
exclusivity, like
Yeah,
just
that's
like,
my
That's a
problem. 'Cause
fetish.
I don't care
it is a
if you
fetish.
say, hey, you know what, I went to school with this person, we grew up together, and I just fell in love with her, or him, or whoever. Cool.
I don't date.
And they happen
people
to be
like I don't
this
date.
color, but I'm not looking, I just fell in love with them. It's not, I refuse to allow myself
yeah.
to even
It's
consider
like-
falling in love with someone of that race because they're this, that, and the third.
But it's like I went to school with, literally in Penn Hills, I went to school with this one black guy who said black girls are too only
Bossy.
date white women.
They're too bossy. They're too.
They're too
ugly.
bossy. They're too needy.
And it's
they're
like
too
not-
hard
and
headed.
they're
Hold on,
They're
but
loud.
after
They're-
school in college,
Was he
and
lying though?
he said was
We are bossy.
yeah we are, but we have a
We are
reason
Some
to
are
be.
white women.
But we want
That's the problem. The problem is that
That was what I was getting
it's an
to.
accountability. We gonna hold you accountable for your shit.
and I feel like when not that I'm not saying generally, so don't kill me, y'all. I know y'all be coming for me, but to a point when you're talking about white women or white men, it's a different experience that they've had with life in general.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, when they get into a relationship, it's a different experience. They don't have that. They didn't have to have that hard, gritty
and what,
exterior because they didn't have to go through the things that the other race had to go through. I'm saying that all black people have had it hard. You know, I mean,
and what kills me is when they have babies and then they don't understand.
and then they
don't
oh, well, how do I
haven't
do a
yet
tear?
they don't have yet understand the plight of the whole black situation.
They don't understand that. Hey, regardless of what you
The
are,
police,
or regardless
they're
of whether
like,
they're
oh.
mixed or not, at the end of the day,
They're black.
they're black. And when they get pulled over by the police, they're not gonna be like, oh, but wait,
Just
you
be
look like
nice
you're
to-
mixed.
Just be nice to the police officer and the police officer.
Right?
be nice
No,
to
it don't
you.
matter. They're the police. If they are nice and this police officer decides to be rude or whatever, even if he has an attitude, what you gonna do? Say, hey, sir. Even if you have done
I was
nothing
nice
wrong,
to you. That's not
if
gonna
you've
work.
done nothing wrong,
Mhm.
and they decide to take you to, what are you gonna do? They're the police. What you gonna do? And yes, I said the police because that's an ethnic thing. Some people say the police. We say the police.
Policia.
Yeah.
Policia.
It's a different experience. So
Yes.
when you talking about an
And I had a
interracial
friend-
relationship,
And well, I had an acquaintance, not necessarily a friend because she doesn't consider me a friend. I don't really consider her a friend. She had an acquaintance and she was dating one of my friends, and she would call the police on him and
Weaponize the police.
Yep. After she was the aggressor.
Yeah.
But it's like you want to sit here call the police on a black guy. And
knowing
everything.
the outcome.
But knowing the outcome, like you should sit there. Oh my gosh, what's that one movie called where the one black guy was dating the white girl and
Get Out.
No, I'm talking about
Wait,
old school.
Get Out.
Old school. Old school.
Oh,
Think old school.
you saying old school, but
And I need you now.
that's what I feel like. She like, you know, one of those old movies, like, you know, Little Mermaid.
No, wait. I'm trying to think. Was it? Oh gosh, what is it called? No, stop! You're not helping. Oh, what was it called? What movie was it called? Oh, it wasn't even a movie. It was even a book too.
But at this point, it's 2022. You shouldn't have it only in your dating preference.
That's how I feel about it. That's the only problem that I have.
Yeah,
Okay, now I'm not gonna lie. When I see a black girl with a white guy, or vice versa, or other, whatever, I snarl a little.
It's not our generation.
I snarl a little. I'm not gonna lie about it. It's true, because in my mind, there's no way to differentiate. Did you get with this person because it was an easy win, or did you get with this person because you actually love them?
But it's not our generation, but 2 generations from us. No one will have a chance to really say only, because there's a little bit. Well, no, I take it back. College is when I realized that there still are people who are racist, and they.
I mean, I'm the melting pot, literally.
Mm-hmm.
So
And I preferably only date my own man, whether he's black, Latino, black man, black Asian, just black, black.
Angel's black and Japanese.
Did you see what I'm saying? Like, I need, like, there's nothing like, for me, there's nothing like a black man. Like, I just feel like, first of all, I would probably run all over a white man.
We all have
Absolutely
preferences.
would.
Because I didn't watch my mom struggle all my life to be like, I don't feel like if I got with someone that didn't understand my struggle, like I would have to be with someone that
Yes,
understands.
that I can
And that's
empathize and relate to.
that's one of my points. Is like a lot of people. Unfortunately, not unfortunately. I'm not gonna say that. Some of my family members grew up in, a time before mine, so they watched the struggle, and in their mind they were like, I don't want to be that. I want to be different. And in thinking that way, they were like, I'm gonna get me a.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is, it's hard enough to meld with somebody that's just like you. That's
Then you
black.
gotta teach someone else.
And now it's already hard enough to get a relationship just plain. If you y'all go to the same school, y'all got the same education, y'all both go to
you
church,
gotta talk about
whatever.
the police.
Right.
With
Now you're
someone
going to complicate it even more. Let me go find someone who has a whole different culture, a whole different understanding of things, and let me try to meld with them. Mm-hmm. Eventually, y'all gonna walk different walks, because now you gotta be like, whoa, wait a minute. We can't go to that neighborhood because I'm this. Now I gotta teach you about me and make it even more complicated.
In college, that's when I realized that even young people could be racist, because I had a lot of people be very upset with me because I made shirts that said black by popular demand before it was copyrighted.
And then they say
and it was the black
we
student
feel
union.
excluded.
How come we don't have a white student union? And I was
I'm
in a
like, try
predominantly
for
school. It was a
I
white school.
I
Catholic
would have
school.
said this. Try 400 years of slavery.
So
baby.
the school, they got wind of it and they said, okay, we got a lot of complaints about this shirt after we just sold a lot of these shirts. They were like, so your choice is you can print the shirts as they are, but take Carlo University off of them, or you could not print the shirts at all. I was like,
You can take Carlo off there.
That wasn't a really hard choice.
I'll take Carlo off for
I'm
$1
not-
million
listen,
bucks.
it's
Look,
black.
I still have the shirt to this day. I got a little bleach stain on it, but I can't remake them because it's copyrighted,
It's copyrighted.
now.
Well, you could. You just have to change the way it's viewed. You have to turn the C the other way.
No, Black by popular demand.
Yeah, you just have to turn the letters a different way. It's like taking a song.
So wait, you
slowing
didn't
down the
copyright
speed
it?
up.
I didn't copyright it. I made
Somebody
lots
else.
of shirts before things were
Somebody else.
copyrighted.
Yeah, I just feel like life is difficult
why
as it is, and then
My
you
bag
know,
ideas
add
stay.
more on it.
I'm
and then
copyrighting
complain
my
about it.
bag idea.
Absolutely.
I learned my lesson.
That you better, the ASAP.
Yeah.
Don't say that shit on camera.
Not saying that on camera.
Yeah, like, I don't have no problem with people, you know.
Not. Ain't no stealing ideas over here.
No.
2022.
Yeah.
Right.
So
We'll
if
get
y'all
your
trying to
ass
come
hit.
for it, don't do it because it's copyright. All this is copyright. Thank you. TM.
Period.
Yeah, it's trademark copyright.
All right, so
LLC.
this is how we usually end our episode. Just name a win of the week. Even if it's the smallest win of the week.
Well, does it have to be the week or can it be like
The month.
Okay, yeah.
A win of the month.
Okay.
I will take it.
It's the end of the week.
That's not a win. You have
What?
to, no, that's not a win.
You gotta name
What's a win? What did you do?
Like a success?
an accomplishment or something
Something.
good that
That you
happened
were like,
this
yeah, I
month.
did that.
I didn't kill you.
Yeah.
That is a win. She didn't kill you. She said she thought about it.
She said she
She
thought
said she didn't. That means she still could.
She thought about it. She
Exactly.
did it.
That's
So
all.
it's a
You
good-
know
it's a
what? I'm
win.
popping them balloons. As soon as we go. And y'all can't see it, but she got her little egg. She just had a birthday, so her little dumbass balloons is up there selling her egg. I'm popping both of them shit as soon as we get off here.
What's your win, Angel?
My win is letting go of some shit. As y'all can see.
Oh, she put it on there.
yeah.
37 years, y'all.
It looks
37
beautiful.
years. I'm about to cut some more, so y'all probably
Don't
won't
cut
see me.
anymore.
I'm cutting the top.
No, don't cut the
No.
top. Just leave
Okay.
it like it is. It
Okay.
looks really nice like it is.
Okay.
Stop.
That was my win.
Just stop.
And
Where your eyes?
and no, I didn't go somewhere to do it. I did this shit myself.
She did
So,
it herself.
Shout out to
I
me,
watched
myself,
her.
and I. But if any of y'all are out there and y'all are barbers and y'all just want to take pity on the girl,
Pat said, "This is the hair on my neck," and he said he wants to cut it, and I was like,
Why?
That's not it. That's not hair on my neck."
They better not touch your hair.
He said,
You
"You
gonna
know
jump
what we
back."
consider our kitchens?" He's like, "Oh, that you're trying to lock your kitchens. That's just neck hair." But
It's
I
not-
digress.
That's
I digress.
That's hair. It's part of your head. yo.
my win of the month is I got invited to be a director of one board,
Mm.
and I got invited to be on another board.
Okay.
Go ahead, Daddy.
She's fabulous. She's fabulous. Ain't that how you do the silent? What is it?
Spirit fingers.
Wait, those are not spirit fingers. These are spirit
What
fingers.
the hell's the difference?
Cause
Itsy bitsy spider fingers.
Quote from the movie.
Oh, it is a quote from the movie. Damn it, 40 is
Yeah.
something different.
You know what?
you are not 40. You're still young as hell.
You look really nice. I was like, I don't
You do.
You lied.
Yeah, she did. She be over here lying. Y'all, she be lying and shit.
You're getting younger, not older.
I
Thank you.
swear.
I love y'all. Just not be lying, but I love y'all.
No,
Hey,
so
y'all,
serious.
Appreciate y'all.
There's
Appreciate
no way
it.
that you are 40. And
You
if
do
you are
not look
40,
it.
melanin is killing it, and I have things to look
Facts.
forward to.
My
did
mama's
not look
melanin.
it.
I appreciate it. Thank you, mama. Thank you, mama. But yes.
Because for a minute I was like, yeah, she younger than me. Huh? I be talking to you and stuff, and then you be talking and whatever. I'm like, she's so young. She really
You got so much energy in you.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the hell? And then you said some more other shit. I'm like, see, just when I'm about to
is
give
she?
you credit, she over here lying and stuff.
No.
What's your win of the month?
I was sitting here trying to think about that shit because I
Big, little, it don't matter.
Small.
So like spiritual being is like God woke me up to see another day. He woke my kids up. He
That's
woke
a
all of y'all
blessing.
up. That is
And
a
you got this
blessing.
big old thing that you got invited. That's big. You got
And so it's
Talking
like,
about your husband.
Your body.
You got this big old thing. talk about the butt.
Disclaimer, because you know they'll hit me in the comments like,
But
I love y'all. I really do love y'all.
But
I love watching you walk away.
the monologue that you got invited to speak.
Yes.
That is a blessing.
Thank you.
And what you sat there and wrote was
Yes, and
magnificent.
at some point, we would love to have you come back and perform it.
I absolutely will.
You have to write more.
I will write more. I
We'll
will.
just give you
And
an
even
artist,
though
give you an
it's
artist
not
spotlight.
even though it's not even a speech that you gotta make, just write poetry and come back.
Yeah. We'll give you an artist spotlight. We'll even get you like a real
FYI, come back.
I will come back.
All
Absolutely.
right, so
I'll come
wait,
back
you
anyway.
didn't say what your winner. I know the waking up with it.
So that's why I was saying spiritual me, like positive me was saying that was my win. Cause like in my head, cause like we all got two sides. I was like, ain't nobody pushing me to go to jail. I made it to 40 and I ain't go to jail. So like, amen. All these years and people been testing my gangster, I ain't go to jail yet.
Right.
So look at God, won't he do it, y'all? Won't he do it?
Right.
Won't he do it? Hallelujah.
You could have, you wanted to, but
I didn't because I felt like I wanted to be able to be successful. I didn't want to say
you wanted to prosper.
I wanted to prosper, and it was like you can't go prosper with a criminal record. Not to say that you can't, but like the post they be like, what women got all three,
Especially
like $40,
with
no
melanin.
criminal record. Like no, for real. Like I wanted to be different. I ain't want to have to say like, no, I got a couple charges and shit. I
Right.
don't want that. I wanted to be able to tell my kids like, no, I'm leading by example.
Right.
This
You
is what
haven't
I did.
perfected your accent yet, so you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can't.
She gotta work on that before
You
she
gotta
get
rush
that
on
criminal record down.
You gotta work on your
wait.
Russian accent in order to be a Russian heiress.
Russian heirs. No, you know what? See, I figured out when we were talking about that. I'm not gonna make it to be Russian, so we just gonna be like Pakistani or something, and I would.
Actually, that would work.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I can do that. Learn Bengati and I'll be okay.
You gotta come.
But where is that gonna get us besides on the
I don't know.
no-fly list?
They got money.
We ain't gonna be able to fly nowhere.
No.
man.
See, there's a difference. There's turban Indians, and then there's the Indians that don't wear deodorant.
So
But they got the money.
wait, so which one are you gonna be? The funky one?
First of all,
But girl, let me tell you something. I'm not sitting next to you.
I didn't say we wasn't gonna wear deodorant.
Okay. We gotta mention the fact that
People like, oh,
we gotta preface this with the fact that Anna, the fake German heiress, took people are wearing shirts that say fake German heiress and they're selling them for buku bucks.
What the fuck? She's
No,
I hate Anna.
Anna's not making any money.
I'm putting that on a
But
shirt.
none of
I
people
hate
like me and
Anna.
you are just selling fake, like just white shirts that say fake German heiress on it and just Times Roman. And they are
You
rocking
put something
them.
that says I hate Anna on it.
On the
And
back.
just-
On the back.
Yeah.
Because after you watch the show, it's a roller
Or
coaster
put I
ride.
hate Anna and
Because
put
you're
the
like,
shit
Now
on
you
my
really,
shirt.
now you really
You're
gotta
like-
watch
you're
it.
No, I'm stressed out. My anxiety. Let me tell y'all, when y'all hit 40, you understand. There's a lot of shit that you can't tolerate anymore. Sorry, baby. Like, I can't sit through a movie that I have deemed stupid in the first 5 minutes because I'm going to break some shit. I'm turning it off. Like that Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
And she don't get it. I keep telling her, I'm like, yo, you hit.
I'm
Come
watching
to where
that
I'm
shit.
at. I'm not watching that.
Excuse me, I am so much older than you. In my spirit, I
That
am.
doesn't count. I need
And
to-
my body, I am.
That's great, but no.
And. Ah, wait.
See,
Ooh.
yeah, no.
See, older than you.
There are stupid movies I still can't watch.
Or stupid shit.
Yeah.
Or
And
stupid noises. Or just something stupid.
And I think a lot of times, sometimes you might be in the mood for a second, but then you be like, you click out of it real quick, like, okay, I'm
You
over
know.
it. I'm over it.
You know, like how you be like, she's so moody. I am becoming the moody old bitch. Like,
But also, I guess this is the moment for people that are scammers. And they also don't have any melanin because the Tinder swindled all those people out.
Did you see that?
I didn't watch it. I fell asleep on the plane to it after I downloaded
You didn't
it.
As well you
Tinder.
should. As well you should.
I fell asleep on it.
So you didn't watch Tinder?
I didn't even know what Tinder was. I'm going to be honest with you. I had to ask your brother, like, what are the names of this dating app? Because somebody's killing somebody, and we had a conversation. I was like, so is it like plenty of chicken? And he was like, it's plenty of fish. And I was like, okay, so is Grindr the gay one? And he was like, I don't know.
Grindr is the gay one.
Okay, so like, and he was like, why are you asking? I was like, because there's so many different things.
You need to be aware.
I need to be aware.
Wait, who's Grindr?
Grindr is the gay one.
Grindr's the gay Tinder.
Oh.
And I only found that out by accident on Facebook because it was Grindr Facebook page.
And it's spelled GRINDR.
Yeah, and I found it out because I liked something that was funny because it was like gay men are funny as hell, you know. But I didn't realize it was a gay thing. So somebody was a post, and then somebody was like, "Well, dude, why are you on the Grindr page if you're not gay?" And I was like, "Well, I'm not gay, but I like the stuff on the Grindr page." And then it got me to thinking. I was like, "Oh shit, is Grindr like a gay Tinder?" And there's so much shit out there, and I'm just confused and I'm scared all the time.
First of all, okay. If it's on Facebook and you like the post and it's like, okay, cool, it was funny. That's it. That's the end of that. If somebody takes it beyond that and like, oh, but it was a post from this and that means that you're this and oh, by the way, backspace, delete that. Calm down. Calm.
Well, they got into a whole argument about it.
Yeah, have several seats. Stop.
And it's crazy because you gotta be careful.
Dramatics.
Alright, so welcome to House Fun.
Have it turned around again.
Shut up.
Welcome to House Fun. My name is Sade, also known as Day, also known as @JustDay on Instagram, and @OMG It's Just Day on Twitter. We don't talk about why it's not linear anymore. It don't even matter. And you can find me at www.omgitsjustday.com.
Really?
Really?
Look what you did. Really? You can't even break. Wow.
She's stupid.
I'm not dealing with either one of y'all.
Alright, go ahead and introduce yourself.
No, go.
Okay, introduce yourself as a guest.
Okay, I gotta laugh. My giggles out. Shayla.
Wait, what did you just say?
I gotta get my giggles out.
I really thought you said something else. I was like, what? I really thought you said something else, but we'll talk about that. I was like, your what is out? I was like, your what is out?
They're never inviting me back to the show. We have done nothing but laugh and talk shit to each other.
I'm over here like, wait.
No, not my nipples, my giggles.
No, I was like, well, I mean, I thought I did, but.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Apparently you.
Am I supposed to use like my real name or an alias?
No,
Any name you
oh,
want
God,
to
okay.
introduce yourself, and you can introduce
And all
your
your
social
fabulousness.
media that you want to introduce.
I'm in Facebook jail right now.
Listen, that's not her name. I swear it's not.
I am in Facebook jail right now for this very reason. You'll see shortly.
We didn't even do it.
I did it. I wholeheartedly did it. I just didn't do it that day.
Damn, I forgot I put that up there. Darn it, they caught me.
I am Shayla, and damn. Stop laughing. Shayla, and you can follow me on Facebook at BONITA NEGRITA or Just Shay Nicole. Wait, no, not Just. Is it Just Shay Nicole? See, I'm in jail on one page, and I don't ever use the other one.
Do you have an Instagram?
I don't know what. I think it's Shay Nicole.
It is Shay.
It is Shay Nicole.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, see, when you don't know your own shit, you
I don't
gotta
know
ask
mine either.
the family, what is your shit? Because I'm in jail, so I don't know. I just.
You're innocent.
Apparently, when you share somebody else's shit and they were found guilty, it's a trickle down effect. Guilty, like this is true. This is what triggered the jail. I was on probation.
Apparently, Facebook doesn't have employees.
They need a union. Like Facebook, we need a union. You want me to buy your stock, which I have some, but you won't even hear my case as to why I wasn't guilty initially. Like, and me telling my son I was gonna kick his ass because he messed up the spades game. He's my son. That's what put me back in Facebook jail. You asked me? Zero couldn't play spades, and because black people were serious about playing spades.
I can't play spades either.
God damn it, David! What is wrong with you guys?
What can you teach me?
I will teach you all how to play spades.
And
Tonk.
I can play
What
Tonk.
do you call people?
I can play Tonk. I can play 500. I can play
When someone
Jim
goes to the
Rummy and
bathroom,
21.
and they hope things will go wrong while they're at the bathroom. I'm that person. I'm asked to sit and play spades while the person goes to the bathroom.
So if you get asked to play the hand while they go to the bathroom, at least they trust you enough not to fuck the hand. We're serious about
I think
cards in
my
our
thing
house.
is that I never get the concept of spades, and it has to make sense. Like Tonk, Gin Rummy, 21, all those things, they make sense. Spades doesn't.
I only know how to
I
play.
need somebody to make it make sense. I feel like you're gonna make it make sense.
So it's the easiest game to understand. Joker, Joker, Deuce, Ace are your big cards
That's
that beat
foreign to
everything.
me. I only know how to play I Declare War, Goldfish, and 21 Blackjack.
Blackjack is my shit.
Okay, if you're playing, if we should do a dry run on the show one day. If you're playing, we have 4 people.
Definitely we can.
That is a great idea because I will teach every non-black spades player how to play because this shit has got to stop. Like, what do you do at cookouts? Do you even do like a Soul Train line or Richard Style anymore?
Angel actually does do cookouts.
I drive a Fiesta with games in the trunk, and we play Uno. We play all games.
I know we go to the same cookouts. We're family.
I don't know.
We all been there.
I'm saying in general for the
When
black
they
people
say
that don't play
spades, I break out
spades.
in
What do you
half.
do at cookout?
Y'all say spades and I run. I'll be like, oh, they're gonna ask me.
I don't know how to play that.
Because it's like an inact. You know,
I
it's
got
like,
to play
you're black, you
bullshit
gotta play
once.
spades, and I'm like,
I know how to
Oh,
play
no.
bullshit. I know
I
how
want to
to
learn how to
play.
play poker. You know how to play poker?
Yes.
Oh, can you teach me that? Because I
will
feel like
teach
I
you
could
all
be
I
really
don't
good.
know how to play poker.
I feel like I'd be
I
good.
lost that bullshit because I'm a terrible liar.
I know, so am I. I sit there and I laugh.
I don't
My
like to
laugh
laugh, but
gives it
I
away.
can laugh.
I am.
lie.
You don't want to rob a bank with me because I am
And
terrible.
we considered it.
I ain't
We are high five.
No, I don't like to lie, but I can lie.
Yeah, we can flop it back.
I can't hold no lie to save my life. I'm like,
That's on reparation money right
I
there.
gotta write down the lie, and that's incrimination from the beginning.
If I have convinced myself that I'm going to lie, I have talked this lie out in the mirror already because my face will tell it all. That's one thing about me. I don't like to lie. And so my face, like whatever mood I'm in, this face is going to tell you that I'm not in a good mood. Or I'm lying, right? But if I'm going to lie, me and this lie have been practiced. I'm just letting you know
You
that.
gotta come to one of my murder mystery nights.
Me and this lie have been
Cause I'm trying to talk
We
to your
become
great
friends.
ones.
We become friends. Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, so introduce yourself.
I'm not. You know what? You've had a lot of time to think about your decision.
Come on, please.
Ain't that from what's up got to do with it? Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
Okay, come on, take a breath.
Okay,
Take a breath. Hold your breath.
Too many breaths.
We have had jokes going on that you guys have missed. You're going to watch this playback and you're going to be like, them two in the middle.
You definitely have to come back because this
Okay.
is a good one.
This
Ready?
is a good one.
Like Lamar.
Like the Mars. There you go. I just feel like a monkey. Just like that.
Just introduce yourself. She does this every episode. She can't introduce herself.
Come on.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
Yeah,
I
every
love it.
episode. She
Take
I love it.
We've been doing this for 3 seasons.
Okay.
Lindsay,
Tell the people
not
who you
introduce
are.
yourself.
Your name is what?
My name is.
Sorry.
One day we just gotta let her go first and just get it over with. Pull
I
up
was
the
trying to
name.
bark in my
Got it?
life.
That was from the soul. I felt that all the way in her back. It came all like that was from the soul. Ooh. Okay, ready?
Don't say anything else. Okay.
I want to be a writer, an actress, a singer.
She was so close before you.
Lindsay,
Bye.
introduce
My name is Lindsay. You can follow me at McGolson89. Follow me.
You got that. You got
We're
all of
into the
that.
group thing.
She got all that. Alright.
That was very hard for me to do.
Alright.
Introduce yourself.
She introduced herself.
I'm like, what are you doing, Lindsay?
I'm over here
She
doing
is doing her best.
coming to America quotes from the dating scene, and you're just you missed all of that. Do you remember the commercials? This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs.
Introduce yourself.
Oh my god.
I
This is what
remember.
This is the
happens.
episode that never ends.
This is the song that doesn't end.
It goes on and on, my friend.
You did
Some
that.
people
Started singing it, not knowing what it was.
and they'll continue singing it forever just because this is the song that doesn't end. This is Lindsay.
Alright, tell them who you are. Tell them who you are at the end.
Anyway.
But don't completely end it because I had to introduce the bottles.
That's alright.
I am not Sigourney Weaver or McWilson 89, but you should know me by now. It's AngelLeeTv. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you guys follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Anchor. We're not going to talk about that other one because we're not going to talk about that.
Bruno.
But if you don't want to watch us, you can always listen to us. And hey, hope you guys like that episode because welcome to season 3.
Also, this is
House
what
wine.
we're drinking.
Yes,
This episode, we
it's sponsored
We-
by. No, it's not. I digress.
we
We're not.
actually finished the Catawba.
Yeah, it
is
was
a
delicious.
PA wine. It's by Franklin Hill Vineyards. It's 11%.
Yep.
And it was very yummy. It was a semi-sweet. It wasn't really sweet. This was really sweet, and then so I was like,
Which one is that? That's the peach one.
this is the peach one.
Giggles.
And that's why I was like, you gotta pour some of this into this to
That
keep
was
the
a
sweetness.
perfect mix.
This is Cisco's Peach Moondog Cellars. Also a PA wine, 11%. It is dedicated to all the moondoggies everywhere. That maybe is the only description that is given.
Yeah, moon doggies.
Moondoggy.
I did not try this because I thought it was.
It's really
That
good.
looks like a
good.
special brew.
It
It's
is
really good.
natural light strawberry lemonade flavored vodka. It is made by the same people. I'm gonna screw this up every time I see it. Bottled by the people that make Anheuser-Busch.
Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah.
Special, aka
Budweiser.
say not special brew. That's all that is.
Yeah, but it's delicious. They actually got it right because y'all.
And Calico Jack.
Yes, if y'all know us, y'all know we love us some rum.
Thanks for tuning in.
So,
Thank
yeah.
Bye.
Bye.